Good evening. Happy Wednesday. This is Carrie from wildflowerartbycarrie.com. Doing a TikTok tonight. Wanted to give you all an update on my gardens and the fall beauty that is blooming. Wanted to show you my chrysanthemums and how pretty those are looking. They're all coming out now, and I love chrysanthemums. I do have white ones. I used to have a plum colored one, but that one kind of went away. Didn't make it one winter season. So I have the pretty white ones. But I do have some zinnias here in morning glory, still growing strong this late September. We're having beautiful weather here in New Mexico. It's in the high 70s today, which was just wonderful. So here's another big chrysanthemum I have. Looks like a big cloud. I do use these in my artwork. So if you go to my website, wildflowerartbycarrie.com, you can see some of my framed artwork and in shadow boxes. And I dry and press these and use them. But aren't they pretty? So it is almost October, people. I can't believe it. It is just, this year is just flying on by. As I've said before, I'm getting a little excited for the end of gardening season because I want to be able to stop watering. I am watering only once a day now instead of twice a day, so I water in the evenings, which I'll be doing after I'm done this live tonight. But that's nice. So saving some water and not having to get up as early. Thank you for the likes. But anyway, the weather here has been wonderful. I have been waiting for this cool down all summer long, and the plants are loving it. Everything's starting to bloom and just come back to life a little bit, before the end of the season. I have some Japanese maples here. I had these out here around May or June, and then it got too hot. I brought them inside. They did okay inside for a little while, and then they started losing their leaves. They weren't happy, so I moved them back out at the beginning of September, and all their little leaves are coming back. They pretty. I love Japanese maples. I love them, but they're finicky. They have a hard time in my climate because it's so arid. But they seem to be doing better now that they're out here. They get this east morning sunlight sitting on this table here, and they seem to like that. And I got some holly here with some little holly berries. And then, of course, my geraniums and boxwoods. Pretty soon, probably another month or so, I'm going to be bringing them in, down to the greenhouse. My wildflower casita, which is down there with the shade cloth on top. So, but everything is doing well still. It's hanging in there. Cosmos are blooming. Coreopsis is blooming. Zinnias. It's a beautiful time of year. This is when my garden's at its peak. Each time of the year, like around June, I have the hollyhocks and the purple cone flowers. And then this time of year, I get to see the cosmos, the coreopsis, my pampas grass. Isn't she pretty? I only have one, so I don't have propagation with her. I know they can be invasive in some areas, but I don't have that problem here. And then I have another flush of hollyhocks coming in. So these were really tall this past summer, and they're putting out another bloom spike, which they do this time of year. And I got a little zinnia back there trying to make its way. So yeah, it's just a beautiful time of year. I love fall. The only thing I don't like about fall is the weed pollens, the ragweed, tumbleweeds. I'm highly allergic to them, and I get like the sinus pressure and stuff. So I actually have a mask on right now. So when I come out in water, I put a mask on so that I'm not breathing that stuff in, and it makes me miserable. But those are my beautiful zinnias, and they're growing strong. And then over by the bird bath, we have that Texas salvia. And I actually use that in my artwork along with the cosmos and zinnias. So if you go to my website, wildflowerartbycarrie.com, or just on my TikTok page, you'll see some of my reels of my shadow boxes and framed artwork. And I put those in there, and those are for sale. But some of my pots are emptying out because a lot of things are starting to go by. And, you know, that happens. Some annuals and stuff, they finally had enough and they give up. And there's my beautiful purple fountain grass. So I will fill these pots up later on. When this winter with something, I'll put something in there, start some seeds, or to get things growing again. I do like vincas. I had vincas in that strawberry planter earlier this year, and they look really pretty. This is a bougainvillea. This is a bougainvillea that I bonsai'd, so it's kind of at like a little swoop that hangs down. And then my big wall of coreopsis here, the yellow and the golden color. It got really tall this year. I actually found a reel of me last year, like around the 21st, chopping it all down because it had gone by. But where we got such good rain this year, it's still growing strong. So this year we're leaving it up a little bit longer before I cut it all back to the ground and chip it up, because it is an annual, and it dies back, and then the seeds will drop and it'll grow again, just like the cosmos. And thank you for the hearts, the likes. So for you that are all joining, I am in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, and those are the beautiful Sandia Mountains. And that's panning down towards Albuquerque, the city of Albuquerque down there. So we have a magnificent view up here. Love it. I got some more chrysanthemums, and they're opening up. Anyone who follows me, tomorrow I'll be posting a picture of this shot here. It's in the morning with the sun shining through. So you'll get to see that tomorrow. Today I posted, we had a thunderstorm come through last Friday, and the sky was like this brownish orange and had double rainbows. So I ran out, took a quick picture before getting, didn't want to get struck by lightning. And I posted that today. But everything is, I'm taking it all in, because I know, in a few more weeks here, it'll all be gone. When we get our first freeze, it'll all go. So, you get to the point where you're tired of watering, but you just love when you look out your windows what you see, And then you kind of know, you get a little sad because you're like, oh, it's almost over, and it'll be all brown and bare again. And I'll get to see my walls and stuff. Thank you for the follow. The wall, when I talk about walls, I mean over here. Because this area here, these cosmos, they drop seeds. And then my husband, he'll blow off the patio, and all the seeds will go up against the little wall. So if you look down here, you see all those little seeds there. Those are cosmos seeds. And so these all self-sowed from last year, along with some coreopsis in there, and then there's some zinnias. So by the time, fall, the frost comes, this is New Mexico time. By the time frost comes, I'll cut all those back and take them down, and then I get to see my planters again and the brickwork and stuff. But we can take a walk down the field. I'll take you over real quick, show you my bagel garden. I don't know if anyone else is still doing veggies. Mine are hanging in there. I still have little tomatoes, but I haven't tasted them. Usually this time of year they start getting kind of funky, There's some more zinnias. But in here, we'll just do a quick peek. I got lots of peppers coming in. So, let's see. You can see down some peppers in there. So I got peppers, and my broccoli's bolted, so I got to cut that back. That's my broccoli. And then I got my tomatoes, little cherry tomatoes. I got carrots there in the back, and basil that's putting out blooms. And then I did all kinds of greens, a lot of arugula there. And I have lettuce. And then I got another little pepper there. So, still got some veggies. And I'll keep watering until, like I said, we get a frost. Which for us, that can come in the late October or sometimes into November. We've had snow as early as just before Halloween one year, like 6 inches of snow. Even though we are down in the south, we are high desert. So we'll get these old fronts that come down from Colorado and drop some snow on us.